Hello, everyone. I hope that everybody had a great weekend and that you're ready to start your week. We are going to be reviewing, finishing up Act 1. You will be scheduled to have a test on Friday. Now, we also are having a new thing this starting this week. On Wednesday, it's called Take a Breath Wednesday. So we will not have any assignments on Wednesday that's due. So that does not mean that I'm going to give you double work Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Friday. I'm giving you the same amount of work that I gave you before, just minus a day. So actually, you're getting less work from me. So I will have on the teacher's pages your assignments, the questions that are due. Now, remember we ended up last week talking about how Tom, the father, really is very suspicious of everybody. He thinks everybody is out to cheat him. So that's where we're going to start off now. We also learned that Tom has banished. We learned a little bit that Jean had a sister, and her name was Alice, but we really didn't know why, where she was, or anything like that. But we find out as we read through this that Tom has banished his own daughter, Alice. Why? Because she married someone that he didn't approve of. And that was the only reason. Now, Margaret is resting, and she had the heart attack. She's in the hospital. She's resting now. She's doing well. But Tom, again, is hungry. He wants to go get something to eat. And so they're going to get ready to do that. Jean, on the other hand, really doesn't want to leave. Jean suggests, why don't we go to the hospital coffee shop? And his dad says, no, that food's not any good there. And finally, he talks Jean into going to the Rotary Club. And before they go to the Rotary Club for dinner, Jean's trying to talk his dad into going to see his mother again. And he says, no, she needs to rest. She's sleeping. So finally, they do go to the Rotary Club. And they're waiting there for their drinks. And we find out there that the Reverend Pell comes in, and Tom addresses him as Sam. And what does Tom do? He starts complaining about how when they came back from Florida, that there's some person sitting in their seat that they've sat in for years. Doesn't matter that they're gone for 3 and 4 months out of the year. When they come back, that pew is their pew, and Tom has an issue with it. The Reverend tells Tom that he hopes that Tom doesn't drink too much. And Tom goes in and starts talking about his grandmother and what used to happen to him before he would go to school. And if you look at page 658, it's number 82. I'm going to read that for us now. It says, my grandmother used to give me every morning before I went to school, when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, she used to give me a jigger of gin with a piece of garlic in it, to keep away colds. I wonder what the teacher thought. Phew! I must have stunk to high heaven. She used to put a camphor ball in my necktie, too. That was for colds, too, I think. But they were good people. They just didn't know any better. That's my grandfather and my grandmother. I lived with them for a while when I was a little shaver, because my father, well, that's another story. But my grandfather... And at that point, when he took a breath, the Reverend decided, it's my time to exit. He was done. So, and then Tom goes in to talk about how storytellers are very boring to the audience. And what's so ironic is that Tom is probably one of those very boring people as well. Regardless of the condition of Tom's wife, Tom will have his martinis and his dinner. Does not care about anybody but himself, as we have found out so far, and will continue to find out. In walks another gentleman named Melvin Scott. He's about 65 years old, and he compliments Tom on how well he looks and so on and so forth. He asks about his wife. And Marvin can't believe that Tom is sitting there at the Rotary Club with his wife in the hospital after having a heart attack. So he really does have, some issues there. But Marvin compliments and does that kind of thing to Tom. And Tom gets very upset because his martinis haven't arrived yet. And he tells that he needs it before he eats because it brings up the gas. And we will close there, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.